Hello everyone, I am Major Jip, and today I'm going to be taking a look at what these two neon tubes look like lit up. These have been sitting on the shelf for a while, actually probably since about 2013 as it says on the back. These were purchased from probably one of the last K-Marts in my state that was still open. They were doing their closing sale, and I picked up a couple interesting things. One of them is a fleet of 3 mobility scooters, which I picked up for $20 a piece because they were going to go in a dumpster otherwise. And I figured I could do something with it. I mean, they got motors, they got batteries, they all seem to take a charge. You know, why not? And the other thing is a CDI player that was used in the battery center, which is in need of some repair. I'm actually waiting on getting a laser assembly for it, but when I get that in, hopefully it'll be something interesting to look at. It's actually still got the copy of the CDI program that would run in the battery center, and what I think is the control board that would be attached to buttons. But anyway, they had a 90% off sale when I went, and they had 6 of these things. And as you can see, they're marked $29.99. They're from 2013. Their boxes are very faded. And I was going to take a look at these anyway, just because I didn't think you could get neon tubes anymore. I figured it was all switched over to LED by now. But the funny thing is, I looked up the model numbers, and you could still buy them, sold directly by Amazon. Of course, it's gonna take a little bit longer to get out with everything going on in the world right now. And it's kind of funny because these are the same part numbers, but with a 9 at the end. See, 40231, and then a 9 for the blue one. 40232. Okay, so that one has a 2 at the end, the other has a 9. But these are the same things. 15-inch neon tube, marked at the same price that Kmart was selling them for. So if you happen to want to buy one for some reason, you can still get them. I'll probably leave a link in the description. It's just bizarre that they still exist, because these ones just look like they've been on a shelf for ages. But I figured just I'll take them out of the package, measure the actual viewable tube length, see how much power they draw, and just what they look like. Because I've always been a fan of neon. Anyway, so let's look at the red one first. What's interesting is they tell you all these warnings. Don't install near fuel lines, or the fuel pumps, or the components, near brake lines, near any hot surfaces, near any moving parts, and should not be used with any vehicles with anti-lock brake systems. Which I would have thought would have been most of the cars in like 2013 onwards. But go figure. I'm assuming the high voltage, they have a fear that the high voltage is going to have some leakage or something that could damage the brake computer. But at the same note, I would also think they would worry about it damaging the main ECU of the engine. Don't know, but I'm not planning on putting these in cars anyway, because I think LEDs would be better for stuff like that anyway. So let's get this open. Try to not completely rip up the package. We got an empty package now. It has a piece of double stick foam and a couple of screws. Okay, that's some kind of installation kit. Okay, yeah, so they call this a 15-inch neon lamp. Wow, that's a it's like 14.25 total length. The viewable area is about 9 inches. So already, they're kind of misleading this. Where do they get the 15-inch from? Oh, from each end of the little mounting points, it's 15 inches. That's it's kind of a cheap way of doing it. Anyway, let's see if it works. Doesn't have any connector at all on it. It's just the 2 wires, which, I mean, fair enough, I guess. Let's get the power supply ready. Okay, so I had some issues the first time. I think it should work this time. I think I had a bad connection in there, which is making it kind of arc and do weird things. So let's turn it on. It works at 14.8 volts. It's drawing about 215 milliamps. What's that look like with the overhead light off? That looks pretty cool. It's definitely a red color. Can I take the sticker off? Will that give us any more of a view? A little bit. You could actually kind of see the end of the tube on there. That's one end, and then the other end is just going to be under this. I mean, if you're looking to get a neon tube that has about a 9-inch, yeah, I mean, close to a 9-inch viewable. It's even a little less because that part's not lit. So, like, 8 5/8. Looks nice. I mean, I do like how it has these separated lines. So even though it's a single tube, it looks like, well, I mean, it's got divisions amongst the, I mean, I don't know what to say to that. It lights up. Let's, okay, see what the blue one looks like. My camera kind of stopped halfway of unpackaging it. That's fine, you need to see the unpackaging process anyway. Let's turn it on. And it does nothing. Oh, man. The only thing I could say about these is I don't entirely know how reliable they are. I mean, the other one wasn't really happy working at first. This one took a tap. Is it going to work now? I probably wouldn't recommend these, but I got it for $3 because it was 90% off, so I can't complain too much. I actually prefer this over the red one. Actually, it's got the same dividing lines. It's probably got the exact same size tube. Yep, like 9 3/4. Once you take the sticker off. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they are neat. I like that glow of neon anyway, because you get with the LEDs, they're such a bright blue, whereas neon's just kind of a subtle sort of whitish blue. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. I probably wouldn't recommend buying them off Amazon for $30 a piece. But if you happen to have a K-Mart that's still open and they still have a stockpile of these when they're closing, it might be worth $3 to mess around with. You know, light up a couple of them, hang them on a wall. Don't know. They don't draw all that much power. This one's drawing half an amp for some reason. The other one was drawing like 300 milliamps. But yeah, just a quick thing, seeing what these look like, if they still work. Apparently they're not very reliable, so anyway, Major Jip, out.